Hey, what's going on, guys? General here. So, we've been talking about the server and how to get started within the Mining Dead. In my first video, I talked a little bit about the rules and what the staff can do if you break them. But what if you think you're innocent? What if you want to report another player for breaking the rules? So, the forums has a support tab here, and it's there you'll be able to find tickets. So, the default, oh my god, the default there is going to be punishment appeals. That's the most widespread one we have, right? So let's look at that. Most of this is pretty easy, but I'm just going to go through it all the same. Minecraft username, put your username. Now, the punishment reason, who you were punished by, and the punishment length, all of that can be found in the message you got when you received the punishment. In the case of a warn, it would have been yellow text in the chat feed saying you were warned by, and then that will be the who, for, and then that will be the reason, punishment reason. In the case of a mute, it will also show the punishment length. You were muted for reason for insert minutes or hours, right? Now, in the case of a ban, it's a little bit trickier, but it's still pretty easy to find. So for a temp ban, it will show an expiration date. I got a staff to help me out with this. In this case, it's harassing staff bad kid, and it'll expire in 4 minutes. I actually waited out those 4 minutes. Now, in the case of a permanent ban, it's going to be just looking like this. There's going to be no expires in. I mean, you can still appeal it, but I'd say your chances are pretty low depending on what you did. But that's a whole different category I'm not even going to get into. So that's the difference between a permanent ban and a temporary ban, kind of obviously. So, and then do you believe you're guilty? Yes or no? Once again, not going to get into that. Why? Also, not going to get into that. So, let's do a little bit of a case study that I did with this player called Too Suicidal. I asked him to basically write "just kill yourself," right? This is in the builder, in the build chat. So this is a kind of mock report of a third player, just some random player name, right? Just saying, I'm reporting Too Suicidal for telling a player to kill themselves. And wow, I really wish I'd named this file something different, but that's what the report has attached to it. It just says, just kill yourself. I'm like, oh, well, as a staff, I'm like, oh, that's open and shut, right? Okay, so Too Suicidal gets a mute for, I think, like, most would do like 30 minutes to an hour for that. It says anywhere from a warn to a perm mute, so we're just gonna put a pin in that. Now, first, we're gonna be looking at what a good, quote unquote, appeal would look like. This is what it would look like. You would look at the name, suicide encouragement, punished by staff name, a mute, 1 hour. Do I believe I'm guilty? No. All right. So let's pretend I'm too suicidal and upload the file showing that I am innocent. So we're gonna choose the file, and then we're gonna be looking through it, and we're like, oh, here it is. But look at that. It's 1.5 megabytes. The maximum here is 1 megabyte. That's not going to upload. So I actually found a fix for that. You would go to tiny PNG, and this compresses the files. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to drag it and drop it. Boom, that's it. And then we're going to wait for this thing to compress, and then I'm going to click download. But first I'm going to do that in preparation. Click the thing there. And we're just going to click download, and that's going to happen. We're going to drag it off. And next, we're going to open up this guy right here, this file folder. And to access a screenshot, you have to click on the file, type in %app data %, right? Then you click Minecraft. Then you click screenshots. And bear in mind, your computer will automatically make these files. So it's all good. You don't have to worry about that. Then you would just drag it, drop it, and since they're named the same thing, but one of them is smaller, the one we just made, we're just going to replace the file. Boom. And now that's done. So now we can pull this guy up again. Then, that's for later. Then we're going to click Upload File, choose File, scroll all the way down. Then see now it's 625 kilobytes. So I'm going to click Open, and it's going to be attached. So boom. So that's how it worked. And then this would be sent over to the staff, and then eventually they'd look over it. Now, if it was like a permanent mute or something, if you got like a multi-month mute because someone was like super anti-suicidal encouragement, then this would definitely be worth making. But yeah, anyway. So now I'm going to show an example of what a bad support ticket looks like that will, like, it'll still get approved if you have the necessary evidence, but it's just not helpful. So I decided to put in every cliche I could think of regarding complaining. So, and then if this person didn't upload anything, this would be closed without a second thought. Also, I wouldn't bother with the priority thing unless it's like obviously extremely high priority. Like if there's someone like hacking the server and like crashing it, or if there's someone DDoSing everybody. But if it's someone spamming grenades or, being a little bit disrespectful towards you, just keep it at medium. So that's how the punishments work, and that's how the support tickets work. So that is basically my in-depth tutorial on how to make a complaint, essentially. Now, if you literally just skip to this part of the video, this is for basically the too long didn't read people. Be respectful when appealing. Evidence goes a long way towards the mods acting on a player report. And yeah, hope you found this helpful. This is General, signing off.